How do I start, Lero? How do I start?
Start from the beginning. That's a good place to start, isn't it?
Well, you know, the character, that character. You know, when you are anchor of a show, you can say anything, right? Especially when the person has...
It's your time.
Yes, thank you.
Go on. Go on. Deal with him.
That character was one of the people that I had to interface with when I started broadcasting in 91. Himself, the German Anikulakbos of this world, the Bayoloa case of this world, the Tokumbo Adebumis of this world. There's another... The word that almost came from my mouth was criminal. Another one of them, but along the line...
I didn't hear anything.
You didn't hear anything, that's fine. You know, the Lagbajas of this world and the rest of them. But this character, you are just about to meet him now. He's an all-round creative comedian, actor, broadcaster, play director, and, instructively, a theater arts lecturer at the University of Lagos. He is known to be among the pioneers of modern solo performance in Nigeria. Anyway, he'll talk more about that as we go on. You could call him a veteran in the creative space. His name is Tunji Shotimeri. Good morning and thank you for joining us.
A very good morning to you. Auntie Alero. No,
Yes. Pile it on.
No. Let's give honor to whom honor is due.
You are not on a solo show right now, my dear. You are our guest.
No, hear me. You see?
Yes, come on.
You see?
Yes.
Enitabalaba only baba. At this point in time, Enitabalaba only mama. I am meeting you here. I'm your guest. Yes. You are my host. And I have to pay obeisance.
Very correct.
Honestly.
Very correct.
Excuse me, this is not Abba.
Oh, sorry.
This is not Abba.
Don't be,
this is studio.
Okay, a bar of channels.
Did he get the pronunciation of your name right?
Yeah, he got it.
Okay.
He worked. No. Makinde is initiated.
It's one of your boys.
No, he's already initiated. So he has this in his veins. He knows.
Initiated
What does
into
the
what?
name mean, by the way?
Not into college. But initiated.
You know you are a lecturer.
Into professionalism.
Yeah,
Cult of progressive. If a showing car could be and accept to embrace a cult that is progressive, then who is Shotimeri?
Correct. Please, what is the meaning of Shotimiri? Let's start from there.
Thank you. Shotimeri, that's the full pronunciation. Shotimeri, meaning that the wizard waxes stronger. Let's put it literally.
Okay.
Wizard waxes stronger. It means that the wizards are there to give me full support, propelling me to progress, to prosperity, to achieving successes, in life.
The wizards have been busy.
The wizards have been busy.
So why did you put a question mark behind the name at some point?
Bless you. That question mark is to engender this kind of questions. Is to draw attention to people. That question mark. All over the world, people ask me, and I feel so important when they ask me. No, serious. So that's just it. My family, they've adopted that question mark, and they feel so comfortable with it. So who am I? Abi?
It still doesn't answer my question.
Why did I put the question mark?
Yes.
I just told you it's to create...
To arouse interest.
To create all kinds of commotion, awareness, confusion, to draw attention to this very tall, handsome, fair in complexion.
Yes, very, 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 very.
You're asking me now.
Very,
I'm feeling important.
Yeah,
I mean...
Very tall.
Yeah.
Thank you, very tall.
Very tall.
Yeah.
Presence.
Yeah, I mean, personal talk. personal lot, a huge presence.
We can see that you needed to enhance the height, no.
See what people say.
Meanwhile, he's looking like a chef.
Oh my God, that chef thing. Yeah, see, when Amosun, the former governor of Ogun State, met me, and they was saying, I said, sir, this cap came into being before your regime. So you actually adopted my cap. Amosun, give me credit. Yeah, I told him, give me credit. And he did.
Well, he doesn't wear white, so he doesn't look like a chef.
Once in a while, you wouldn't know where there are programs that Amosun is invited to, and he has to adorn the white. He's a member of our cult again. Cult. And he's from Ogun State. Abi?
So
The
are you
Ogun people now. We know ourselves. So. No, let me put that song in a very jazzy manner. Soprano. Let her go. Rira. When I say what, you say what? You say oh. You are messing up. You don't even know. Listen, there is.
We have a guest on our hands.
I didn't know that you were also into choral performance. I thought you were into solo performance.
Let me tell you. Have you heard of Professor Akiuba?
Yes.
The man who,
I remember him.
Yeah, of Elekoto music is passed on now. Baba Mi, God bless you wherever you are. I was one of the founding members of Elekoto group that the people that actually pioneered cultural music at Lagos television those days. Now, what we were doing with Jumokefa, Shola, Stella, Monye, the Bright Chimeze and the rest of them who came to join us in Unilag, Center for Cultural Studies, we were doing cultural music in a choral manner. So Akiuba was someone who, a deep intellectual, he embraced cultural music and he promoted it through in theory and practice. Let me put it that way. So remember his song, the Christian song.
From the album Black Bethlehem.
Oh my God, you remember that one? Kérésìmesì tún máa dé o, ẹ̀yin ènìyàn, ẹ̀yọ̀, ẹ fijó sí o, ẹ fijó sí, ẹ̀yọ̀, ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀, ẹ fijó sí. You see, it's not. This is cultural music, taking it beyond the realm of the African environment, so the people all over the world will appreciate the identity of the African people.
Okay, now let's talk about your specialty, which is the solo performance.
God bless you.
First of all, explain what it means. We've seen what you have done. Is it the same thing as what John Chukwu did as a comedian back in time, and a number of other people like that? Is that what you mean by the solo performance, what the comedians do now?
I like that mention of John Chukwu. We grew up to know CJ, John Chukwu. And we followed his art till he passed on. Now, John Chukwu, Bisiola Tilo, the late Atalade, and the rest of all, in that group, what they did was to inject humor into presentations that they, were asked to do. It wasn't as if they prepared a full solo, they made any preparation for any solo performance. So what the difference between that generation and Tunji Shotimeri is the fact that I deliberately created a platform, a forum for solo performance. And I did it for like 1 hour plus, inviting people to come and see me doing different characters. And that's the difference. And the people must know. So when I say Tunji Shotimeri is the pioneer of solo performance and stand-up comedy, I deliberately, it is deliberate. So there is no argument about it. I created a platform for it, for the world, to come and see a new art form from a Nigerian environment. God bless the soul of Uncle Yinka Craig. I told him I wanted to do solo performance, stand-up comedy, solo performance / stand-up comedy in this country. And he said, Tunji, that would be great. Guess who sponsored that? The Goethe Institute, German Cultural Center. It was a new art form in Nigeria.
And when was this?
That was in 87, thereabout, 88, thereabout. Now, I tested that, that performance at different fora. Alpha Communications, where you had people like Shegun Odegbami, Bisola Tilo, and all of them. Everybody was wondering, what is this? Even at late past Steve Rhodes' annual program, Steve Rhodes' Voices, Papa invited me and said, Tunji, I heard you, okay, come and do it. And he was marveled, and he gave me a recommendation. I have the letter. Nobody had seen that sort of thing before. Yes. And he gave me a commendation to say, this is unique. I have the letter. So people, you see, this platform is we need to resolve all of that confusion, because out there, even the students that I have taught, some of them still feel that because they are out there performing, they get so confused. Because they don't have the benefit of history. And we need to correct it. Now, people have published so many materials about this. So anybody, and I have all of these things documented. So what are we talking about, Ayo?
What are we talking about, Ayo?
We're talking about solo performance.
Brilliant, Ayo.
Now, you drew a difference between solo performance and stand-up comedy.
That's right.
What's the difference?
The difference.
I thought that a comedian standing, performing stand-up comedy was a solo performer.
Yeah, you could. It's quite possible that you merge the two, Ayo. I'm saying that within the performance of a solo art, you can have comedy injected into it. And Tunji Shotimeri has been able to combine comedy expressed very profoundly in his solo art. So it is a combination of the art of comedy in the presentation of solo performance.
So it's more than just comedy.
That's it. It's more than just comedy.
And it doesn't have to be comedy.
Oh my God, oh, you're so sweet. This is why Alero is beautiful.
Oh, really?
You see,
without that, she's not beautiful?
No.
I take exception to that, please. No, we could actually slug it out right here.
You see, he's now doing solo performance. He wants to take solo performance. To impress Alero.
Please. Oh yeah, dig it.
No, he's wearing white.
So I'll go with the winner.
But let's. It's interesting, where we are now.
No,
in
2
terms
hours
of
is not enough for us on this show, but it's okay.
Entertainment. Oh, we have a break.
You'll manage.
Yes.
You'll manage.
I think we need to take a short break.
Okay.
This performance is by the director, so let's go take his own performance. Well, Tunji Shotimiri is still with us here. Well, the Shotimiri is with a question mark. That's what he has made clear. Very, very quickly, because we really don't have much time now. Very, very quickly, what's your assessment of where we are in entertainment today? And I'm not just talking about the pockets of it. If you look at it globally, where we are coming from, where we are, and what we should do to make sure we do not retrogress.
Fine. I want to say that entertainment has moved beyond what we used to have in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and all the rest. Because of the intervention of social media, technology, the new technology, and all of that. So that we're able to reach out to a wider, population. And even in terms of managing, of administering, of marketing, entertainment, we are doing well, I must say. But then the point that we need to note, areas where we need to improve upon, I want to say that professionalism is something that we are relegating to the background because of the social media, because anybody can post anything. Nobody is, supervising, as it were, what you do. Even in broadcasting, you find all kinds of people coming on air to, just take the liberty, take liberty for stadium.
Miss Kelenos?
Yeah, they take liberty for stadium.
For stadium?
Yeah, they just take liberty for stadium.
It is a stadium.
I'm telling you, like that. So the point I'm making is that we need
a stadium.
to check ourselves, because for now it's social media syndrome.
But just to be clear,
yeah,
it's taking liberty for license, so, because some students are resuming in January, next Monday.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, but Ayo is correcting me.
Having said what you said, I think you should also factor in that entertainment in those days was not taken as a profession. Most of the guys who were in it had day jobs.
That's right.
And they entertained in the evenings. But now, being an actor, being a musician,
it's serious business.
It's a serious matter.
Yeah.
I mean, it's your profession.
That's right.
And you go after it. So there's money to be made now, which wasn't there in those days.
It wasn't there. And like I was saying that, you now reach out to wider, viewership, audience and all of that. But then, the marketing, those who trained us didn't teach us how to market our product. Yeah, that's it. Because we were just doing it.
trained just to entertain.
Yeah, so come and act. And we were happy doing it.
Yes.
But then we have to pay bills, so we're now trying to adapt. You see, we're talking about manager. Every time I call some of my students who are now doing well, I thank God for them. They say, sometimes they don't even pick their calls. I get so angry. Yeah, and I was asking some people, they say, it's their management, so you can't just call them like that anyhow. But I find something very wrong with that kind of arrangement. I mean, you can't call them, but when they need reference letters to go and do postgraduate studies in Canada, they will now be quick to call. If I say, you students, listen, call my manager. So that's something we need to resolve.
Okay. Well, we're running out of time.
I mean, there can't be enough time to talk to Tunji Shotimeri. But we just have to
But my Konkere music,
today.
they are not playing that Konkere music.
Konkere music.
I have a musical presentation that the world has looked at, and they're saying...
Well, you didn't just create it. It's been on.
It's been on, but this one we have, it's now a repackaged, a reloaded one with Yinka Davids.
But don't worry, I'm pretty sure that on sign out is what we're going to play.
They'll play that bit.
Yes.
Ayo has interviewed a lot of politicians. He himself has now
one.
He's a politician. Oh my gosh, I know. Do they understand? Do they people if
Please, you better sign him out.
stays too long on the soap, it will become soap.
Thank you very
So
much.
you'll be washing with soap.
But it is not soap. We have to be careful. It is not soap.
Thank you very much for coming.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you, my mother. I appreciate you.
We had a while.
My mother, Iyalaje, you will live long. A use, you will live long too.
Please. The name is.
We have to draw the curtain on today's program.
Okay, you're marking it. Don't be angry.